Thanks for staying with us. So, as you know, it's our Celebrity Friday, and in the studio with us is a Nigerian film director, film actor, lawyer, producer, with countless blockbuster movies under his belt. Known for his gifted, energetic, and highly influential in the Nigerian film industry, he's the son of a veteran actor, Adebayo Salami. He recently produced the talk of the town movie, JAGUN, JAGUN. Welcome with us, Femi Adebayo in the building.
Yo. Excited to have you.
Thank you very much for having me.
I think the first few days was 2.1 million viewers, you said. I mean, I just watched on Netflix. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Movie, everybody's talking about JAGUN, JAGUN. I'm thinking, oh God, from Nigeria. Yeah. So, I mean, the very first question many Nigerians always want to know concerning when a blockbuster comes out is, what inspired it? What is that? But I think that there's a clip of it for those of you that have not even turned on your Netflix. I don't know if you know what it was. Just watch this small clip. Staying with us. Well done, well done, well done. So everybody's asking about the movie, and I have to ask you, what inspired it, and who wrote the script? Like, who thought of Agemo Ogundiji? Like, who put that script together?
Okay, that's two questions in one.
Yes.
All right, so what inspired JAGUN, JAGUN? It's the participation of the youth in the society. All right, so there have been a lot of youth accusing the government of blah, blah, blah. It's actually a social message, you know, and I felt, okay, we, the youth, need to talk to ourselves first. All right, so for these people in power that we're talking about cannot perpetrate any evil, so-called evil, without using the youths. All right, so most times the youth are used as the instrument for destruction. So I felt, okay, let's take the bull by the horn. All right, let's talk to the youths. Stop allowing yourselves to be used as weapons or instruments of destruction. So if you resist from, you know, allowing yourself to be used as a weapon, then let's see how they can use weapons for destruction. So that inspired me passing that message, you know, and I thought of passing it in a very unique way, you know, and at the same time wanting to set the beauty of Yoruba culture to the world. So I now merged the two together to come up with JAGUN, JAGUN.
I noticed that when we're doing this movie, you brought in a lot of our old veteran actors, and it was interesting to see them play. Did you feel compelled to use them, or did you want to highlight? I felt it could have been an opportunity to highlight a really new face, but we saw a lot of our old guys. We're happy to see them, but was there any thought behind father? And I said one of the things I loved about it is that, you know, generation to generation, your father is alive to see. I have dedicated my life to this thing, and then my son also put his life into it, and then he's able to see the success of his son. That part gives me goosebumps, legacy.
Yeah.
And how are you intending to pass it on, like, to the...
Lucky man, because, okay, my children, I don't see any one of them thinking in this line. They only say, oh, daddy, you acted well. She won't act, you know. So I think it's just lucky, and it's more of what we Yoruba would call destiny. So I call it, but that's it. Yeah. If any of my children eventually pick it up, fine. If they don't, well.
My husband loves that movie. He sends me 8 questions.
You kidding?
He's co-hosting. Brown said, please ask him, who exactly created Agemo? And why can't they take that Agemo mask to Nika Gallery? Because it has to become a monumental auction or be auctioned for something. So he feels that mask,
love that.
the Agemo mask for him, he feels it's something that should actually be treasured. Who created that character, and what do you plan to do with the mask?
Okay, I created the character. You know, I was actually looking for the strongest suspense that could ever be in any Nigerian movie.
And it was...
So I thought of Agemo.
So, like, is there a way, or is it just normal? Is there a way we can grab the essence of our local languages and interpret them in such a way that people understand the depth of what has been said?
I doubt it. We lose the beauty. Yoruba language is so beautiful. You know, we talk more with proverbs, you know, and in the bit of trying to get the exact, you know, meaning, you know, you might actually lose the beauty. You can only try to say, okay, this is what this means. But the exact words, I'm a loser, you lose the beauty.
Wow.
So I'll take Ade and I'll come to you, Toko. I'll come to them. Okay. Ade from London. Thanks for calling, Ade.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Quickly for...
Yeah.
Three questions.
Three.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Number one, when is the ship coming to London? With the crowd I'm seeing there,
Yeah.
how many cows does it kill every day? Number
To feed them.
How much, please?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ade.
How much have you spent on feeding?
How much have you...
How much have you brought in? And when are you
Said
coming?
How much has
did
it spent?
film cost me? That was what he asked.
Yeah, okay, I want to know how much you get. How much?
Yes. So
Are the dollars
are you winning?
Well, we
Is
did-
it big?
we thank God. It's worth it, actually.
Okay,
I'm
good.
so happy. That's good.
You
At
deserve.
least you covered your costs.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's worth it.
fantastic.
Good.
You also
But
sold your
the-
houses and
Is that
you
true?
had to raise money.
Yeah. So while I was producing and you got a point, you know, sometimes you get out of your budget when you produce, and especially when the creative mind comes in. So many things were not in the script, and we got on set, and we have to do this, and of course, you know,
money.
make your budget go higher. So, and I didn't want to go to the bank
Okay.
because I actually did not know when I'm going to sell it. So the trust will keep rolling if I go to the bank. I said, okay,
Yeah.
I'm just sell some of my properties away, and I did, and of course, I think I can get like
Buy back.
M3 of what I have. So
I'm so happy.
I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, to
Fantastic.
London.
Honestly.
I don't know when I'm coming to London yet.
So, but she had
There's a lot
the
of
third
work to be
question,
done.
another question about the
Before you
how
ask
much
a question,
the cost. No, the caller.
Wait, I have a caller again. El Dadare from Kaduna. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
And to Femi Adebayo,
Good morning, sir.
props to you.
Thank you so much, sir.
That is a wonderful one.
Thank
I'm
you.
one of the big fans here in Kaduna.
Thank you.
I just want to ask, with this huge fuel cost, how were you able to ferry all those people to the location and just be able to take care of them? Just like to follow up to the question from London. Good morning.
Yeah, thank you so much. Well, those are the things that actually, you know, skyrocketed our budget, you know, because when I was planning, the fuel was still, you know, reasonable. But at the point when I was like, shall I postpone shooting, right? Aren't we going to postpone this? But eventually, said, okay, let's go into it. You know, so those are the things that we face. Those are the things that made me sell some.
So one of the things I was really happy, another thing I was happy about, aside from the legacy part, was the fact that we're seeing the old Nollywood getting a bit out of the new Nollywood. What I mean by old Nollywood is you've been in the industry for years.
He's old Nollywood.
He's old. You are old Nollywood. Yes, like it or not.
Nollywood.
Yes, you might not be as old as your father, but you are part of the old Nollywood and you're able to get into the new industry. But the question for me is the funds. When we ask how much does it cost, I read your interview where you said, oh, it costs this a lot of money, but it doesn't help investors to know. Because if I want to invest, and I've heard, when you watch Hollywood movies, they'll tell you, this was the entire, this blockbuster cost this amount of money, 30% went to overhead, post-production was about 50%. They do a breakdown. So an investor, I'm into real estate, I can say, if I put my money into a film village, this is the kind of income I can get because they are paying this much money on setting up this set per time. How do you think, one, funding entertainment can be done better so you can get a loan that will not be having interest, and two, can more entertainers be more detailed about the budget that goes into the movie?
Anyway, it's our practice in this part of the world not to be precise about what the cost on the fund is. So, you know, maybe we are not sure of the safety. You know, so most people keep those information. So that is the practice.
That makes sense. I have one question. When I saw the bushes, I said, you must have paid for security because Boko Haram. That was one.
That was a major
that's
one.
another. Had those people on set throughout.
Yes, very true. That was a major one. Security took a chunk part of
the money.
What about that?
Okay, I have Alaji Bugatti from Koyi.
Nice.
I'll first of all say, Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Alaikum salam, sir.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
And to Morayo, good morning.
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 Because he's a family member.
I must say, Brother Femi Adebayo, you've done well.
Thank you, sir.
God will reward you
Amen.
and continue to make
Alaji. Oh, I think we lost Alaji. Nima has sent a question to the group saying that, what is his take? Nima says I should greet you.
Okay.
She's one of the ladies of it. She said that, what is his take on Muslim critics who question his faith because of the movie? Also, Ilorin has been a conflict bed. He is from Ilorin. What is his take on the Isheshede conflict?
Isheshe.
Okay, well, let me drop that one. They just answer the question concerning the Muslim, the issue with the Muslim.
Well, I think they do not just understand. Religion is a part of your belief. You know, this is what I do for a living. It's my job. It's totally different from my belief between me and my God. So I believe they just do not understand. You know, so it's totally different. I've played roles of pastors in movies.
Right.
So why are they not coming out then? I feel it's the success of the project that is making them talk.
Oh, nice. I like that. Go ahead.
It looks like there's a rave in the Yoruba movie industry now to, put this epic narrative out there. We've seen, JAGUN, and before then, we had King of Things, Orisha, Kesari,
Anikulapo.
Exactly, Anikulapo. What is happening? What triggered that reawakening?
Well, for me, I just felt, okay, since when I was young, we've been watching Indian films, and they did not stop. They produced those films in their language, and so they forced their language on us. So why would Yoruba be an exception? So I studied it and I realized that they do those films on a big scale. So I said, okay, let me just go back and do my own Yoruba film on a big scale too.
And I like that also because, we've gotten to a point where we say, oh, Yoruba Nollywood, Igbo Nollywood, this Nollywood. We put them in boxes, but what your film has done, and many of the ones that she's just mentioned, is you've put it, it's just a movie. It's not a Yoruba movie. It's not, it's a movie that can be enjoyed by everyone, no matter your language and anywhere in the world.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
Oh, you didn't answer my question about having an entertainment bank, having a funding.
Yeah, funding.
Okay.
How do you believe funding for movie industry could be structured better? That would be easy for
accessibility.
Okay, so I know of some banks that have put some, structures into place, but I think it is not really friendly enough, And I know BOI is doing something to, so by now I think they should revisit their policies to make it more friendly for content creators. So I know a lot of people, because now it's an extremely lucrative business. That's the truth. That is the truth. With the piracy, you can still, make some money.
That piracy part, I was shocked. I was saying, I've not had time to watch. That's why somebody said, I'm watching it on my phone. I say, not even phone as per Netflix on the phone. Like, they are downloaded.
Yeah,
I was surprised.
And those are our campaigns.
In the first few days.
The only way you can encourage us is watch from the streamer, the authorized streamer.
So that you get
watch that one. If you don't go to pirated sites.
That's unfair.
Nigerians.
It's very unfair.
Okay, you said something that Latif Adedimeji had broken his leg during the production. A lot of laughing things that happened. Tell us a bit of that experience again.
Okay, so like I said, Latif started training like 3 months before the location, so we did a lot of trainings for the choreographed fights, So this particular scene is his first scene in this movie.
Oh, when he was walking in the
When he was walking, and he just took a step and he broke his leg.
Oh, man.
I was like, he didn't even jump.
That's why they shot him.
He didn't do anything. The guy cried. Like, I've worked so hard for this project. So does it mean that you are going to replace me?
The fighting part.
Which fighting part?
The fighting part. Yes, where he killed. I noticed.
She's right.
I know.
I can't look at it again. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's very. So we did a lot of body doubles, and of course, all these things, we have a documentary for the film.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's coming up, pretty soon. So all this will reveal, it makes it interesting how the film was made, what we went through and all that.
Well done.
So the most important thing is that we were able to make you believe this is what happened.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a question again.
From your husband.
Yes, they should please find a way to invoke and transfer that Agemo spirit into Botija. so that he will become a badass in the second chapter.
He's writing part 2.
I'm telling you. He's writing part 2 already for you.
Oh my God.
So many reviews and suggestions for this second part, you know. But I don't know.
How do you feel knowing that this is here you are today and you're getting positive reviews? And if you were to cast your mind when you even started thinking about this project, how do you feel?
Honestly, I get teary most times when I read reviews and when I receive calls from those that I don't even believe that could call me. Sometimes I feel like, so you sit down to watch movies too?
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah, the calibers of people that called me, you know. It's overwhelming. Trust me.
So let me take
Even the way they received you at that, there was an event you went to recently.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, though. Yeah. The way they received, I mean, I was like, this is success loves. Success has a lot
I've got invitations to dinners and others from eminent people like.
Your
work opened doors for you.
There'll be days when it's necessary. There's something that I noticed about this and the last big movie you did.
Yeah, King of Thieves.
There was obviously a major improvement in the quality, in the storytelling, and it speaks to the desire for growth and getting better. And I know there are many people watching that they're also producers and they're doing small movies. And I'd like to address them on how the sacrifice it took you to upgrade yourself each time from Jelili. You cannot compare Jelili and this. Like, you have decided that this big play, we are playing it together. How can you help other people that are in your industry who are still in that stage of doing those like Jelili movie and now want to do blockbuster? What would they need to do? What do they need to think?
Okay, so King of Thieves is the first Yoruba movie on a big screen, you know, and it was a test run for me. I've conceived the idea of Jagun Jagun before King of Thieves. But I was scared because I know it's a big project.
Yes.
So I was scared, am I going to make my money? You know, so okay, let me do a test run with King of Thieves. So the acceptability motivated, even if you do bigger than Jagun Jagun, you will be fine. So that is to give every content creator, especially the indigenous content creator, the confidence that all you need to do is do it properly, do it well.
Uncle was with you and blood. Fighting. Already horses carrying armor, everything. Can't you just do a love story? you know, just people falling in love, and you know.
Well,
the man of violence.
Well,
And then you killed the love interest again.
we have to follow the story. That's what the story entails.
Absolutely.
Are you not sure that my next project is going to be a little romantic?
I would love to watch a romantic movie
so
by you.
let's fingers crossed.
Let's take a few comments on social media. Go
Right.
ahead.
Akoni Taiwo is asking, what next apart from Jagun Jagun? Okay, I think you've actually answered that part
Yes,
because he was
We're not done yet.
asking, okay, second part.
I'm sorry. Chema has been holding. Good morning, Chema from London. I'll come to you, Damola.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Chema. Please, can you help us call Chema back? I do apologize. I left her holding for a while.
And Miriam, they can actually see your excitement. Oh my God, Miriam is so excited.
I am.
Yeah, they said, so that broken leg of Latif is real. I saw the treatment process online.
Yeah,
You know, so yeah. And all of
Another
those people
script
just so
writing
excited
comment
about it.
from Mr. Brown. Just sorry,
Brown.
He said that, I assume there's a part 2. In that part 2, they must kill Ogundiji's secret son first. They must also kill all those illegitimate kings. Mr. Brown.
I don't like
Mr. Brown doesn't like
Mr. Brown is competing with me with who is the biggest fan of this
your
movie.
script for you.
I think I'll invite him for a script conference.
All right, let's take a few more comments. Go ahead.
Okay, are you taking comments? I wanted to go back to the lesson in the story.
Right.
Lesson in the story in the fact that some people install leaders.
Legitimate, yes.
Installing leaders who are not the right people that will lead the people right.
But sincerely, when you look at the film, you know, there's no story that, if it's properly, projected and executed, it will, touch one or two people.
Yeah.
You understand? Yorubas will say, "Pete pete toba non pokpa." Only taba anybody.
Yeah.
It's a mud. If you
Yeah.
hit the mud with a stick, it
Can
splashes.
splash on anyone.
Yeah, everybody.
Can splash on anyone
Anybody can.
without the intention of making it splash on.
Right.
That person.
So that's how the film is.
Okay.
Unintended consequences.
Exactly.
Hey, think of the English version.
Oh shit!
Okay, go ahead, Damola.
Do you by any chance feel pressured to do better? What's the pressure like? Hey, God,
That's-
so that I've raised the bar.
Hey.
Exactly.
Sincerely, that is my nightmare. So when I did King of Thieves, people were like, what would you do next? King of Thieves is a banger, but I knew I was going to beat King of Thieves because I conceived Jagun before King of Thieves. But trust me now, I don't know. I'm just working hard. It's a motivation and it's a nightmare for me. So I pray I don't know.
I see it with other. I know that for Kemi Adebayo too, there's a long break, and you know that break is because I cannot afford to do anything less.
Exactly.
And everybody is taking that time. There's another. Oh, sorry, let me.
Yes. So there's this question we always ask, you know, especially as celebrities who've done good work. We have young people watching you. What are the lessons that you'd like for them to learn in the course of your work? For me, I would say I see excellence, I see hard work, and you push for excellence every time. You know, we have this culture in Nigeria where we feel that the fastest, smartest way, let's just do it. But you have shown excellence. It costs you time, money, effort, but see the good that's come out of it. What would you like to tell young people who are coming up?
You have actually mentioned one of it, which is hard work.
Yeah.
You know, then I have to mention perseverance. You know, because they need to be extremely patient. You don't know what the benefit is going to be. So I will appeal to them to please follow that route. Just do it properly.
Good.
Yeah.
You know, that's...
Okay, let me take this call. Ayola's calling. Good morning, Ayola. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, I'm saying a big congratulations to our brother, Mr. Femi Adebayo.
Thank you very much.
He's everybody's brother now.
Success has many families.
A happy place for the past few days.
Thank you so much.
We're actually very happy for the movie.
Thank you.
Yes, but I was a bit disappointed by one thing there. I hope you'll be able to give me the correct answer.
Yes, go
I
ahead.
think the movie has a perfect opportunity for you to showcase some of your upcoming students. Why didn't you use them instead of
Upcoming actors?
That girl. I said the character of Latif Adedimeji and Kiso, why didn't you make use of some of the upcoming students?
Yeah.
Because this would have been a perfect way to showcase new faces to the world.
Okay, upcoming, okay.
Yeah, you're very right.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. You're very right. But, you know, like I said, this is more of test runs. And you look at the commerciality of that.
Yes,
you know.
Yeah.
So most of us think of the commerciality, but not until you are well stabilized that this is a global producer. I can make my next film and make you not see a single movie star there.
Yeah.
So the name I've made as a producer is enough for me to sell my movie.
Right.
Well, we cannot
So we're just trying to
take away that the
the
success of the movie also had to do with experience that was brought in. I know we would like to see more new faces, but we should also spend some time to appreciate that experience has a, you know, it has benefits. So a lot of us jump in and jump out. But if you, so people who have worked somewhere for a long time, they're able to see that there's a benefit for doing something for a long time, and it shows in the sort of work that
we're going to be wrapping up very soon.
that they give out eventually.
Are you going to do like a school tour for this? I know because it's a Netflix project right now, but there's a part of that movie, the part where they went to fight at J-Town. And Latif coming back to say that these guys didn't do anything. Like, you know, we see political fights and we know that when you talk to those people that were, the hoodlums that were doing it, they did not even know why they went there. They just told us to go and fight them. You don't know the background story and you killed people, you did not understand what the benefits would be. But so I'm feeling like if we're able to take this across to schools, motor parks, we're able to let people start questioning when the Oga talks and say, go and kill them, go and fight them. You start asking that, really, why do I want to do this?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm killing my people.
One of the reasons Latif punched that line at the end, you know, they actually didn't do anything. But we have to follow orders. And that's why we're saying, okay, don't let us just follow dogmatically. You know, so... Okay,
so we're wrapping up. So everybody's asking you what's next, So we know that part 2 is coming. Maybe not this year, maybe next year. Yes. I'm waiting for part 2.
I have to talk to Mr. Brown.
Part 2 is definitely going to come. But what's the future of Yoruba Nollywood? I mean, you've obviously put Nollywood, and we're hoping the Oscars will call you up at some point. I mean, this kind of movie that we expect you to get. So, Now, I mean, and I would love to see more of this cultural, from different cultures in Nigeria, not just Yoruba.
Yeah.
We have so many beautiful cultural
Very
traditions
true.
that we need movies like this to project our stories.
Yeah.
So what can you do to support other Nollywood, Kannywood, all the woods in Nigeria to support and do this kind of movies going forward?
So the success of Jagun Jagun has birthed a group of veterans in the industry, you know, to continue to talk about and liberate, you know, the promotion of indigenous content.
Fantastic.
So
Fantastic.
you probably will be seeing next an Hausa movie, Igbo movies, you know. So it's really going to work. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well done. Congratulations again. We have to wrap up.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. They're waiting for you in London. They're waiting for you in Canada. They're waiting for you in America. Once
Premiering everywhere
you
now.
have to talk. What are the numbers looking at now?
Oh, okay.
How many millions? Of this money, we come out every day.
We shall try, Sha.
How many are watching? How many people are watching?
It was 2.1, Abi.
Yes.
Oh,
That's the official.
Yeah, the views.
Yeah, okay, so they do the updating in like beats, weeks, so we are here to get it. But that 2.1 was just 3 days. It was 3 days. So we hope.
Then after today, now after this gist, more
Okay,
people can watch.
that is all we can take on today's show. We've been speaking with Ogundiji himself, Mr. Femi Adebayo Salami. Have a fabulous weekend. We'll see you Monday. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing so you won't miss out any of our latest video.